Well, thank you for having me here, Barbara. Today we're gonna discuss an overview of the court case. The information is based upon an act that we provide here in Nebraska, of teaching of foreign languages, approved April 9th, 1919, which was 4 years ago, which follows a series of sections, section 1 through 4, and no person or teacher should be teaching any other language besides English, if only the student has completely learned the English language. Then we can teach a foreign language, which of course wasn't the case. Let's see here. So since the student didn't graduate upon his level, he was less than qualified to speak in his native language. The fine for the teacher, the public school, was a $25 fine, which could have been more, but I was generous. But it could go up to $100, which is a lot of money. Or be confined in a county jail for any period not exceeding 30 days for each offense. So if she do this again, she might go to jail. On top of that, we're not too strict on this law. If there were to be an emergency, of course, we'd be using the child's native language, which, like I said, is not the case here. The legislator has seen the baneful effects of permitting foreigners who had taken residence in this country to re-educate the children in the language of their native land. The result of that condition, of course, was found to be inimical to our own safety. To allow children, foreigners who had emigrated here, to be taught from early childhood the language of the country of the parents, was to rear them with that language as their mother tongue. It was to educate them so that they must always think in that language, and as a consequence, naturally inculcate in them the ideas and sentiments foreign to the best interests of this country, which is an English-speaking country, not a German-speaking country, not a Spanish-speaking country, an English-speaking country. You hear that, Barbara? It's in the law. Therefore, it was intended not only to require that the education of our children be conducted in the English language, but that until they had grown into that language, until it had become part of them, stripping them of who they are, of where they've grown up, despite their roots, they gotta be English speaking. They should not in the schools be taught any other language. I can't, emphasize any more on that. It's just plain and simple. It's easy to abide by. The obvious purpose of the statute was that the English language should be and become the mother tongue of all children reared in the state of Nebraska. The enactment of such a statute comes reasonably within the police power of the state, and this power was given to us by, the higher power. Yes.
Your knowledge of the German language cannot reasonably be regarded as harmful. Heretofore, it has been commonly looked upon as helpful and desirable. Plaintiff in error taught this language in school as part of his occupation. His right thus to teach, and the right of parents to engage him so to instruct their children, we think as a people, are within the liberty of the amendment.
I talk German. My mom and dad talk German. I talk German, and that's how we learn.
Thank you very much, Bob. Back to you.